Welcome to the Sportiest stream, and welcome to Monday. It's great to see you all here tonight. We've got some incredible action here for all of you. As always, I'm Sporty FC. Great to make your acquaintance. As we'll go and take a look at our schedule, we've got that's not correct. Our schedule is a bit wrong there. We've got two matches this evening. One coming up very soon, one coming up an hour from that. They're both going to be on separate streams because this first match, quite an impressive one and quite an important one. For two players here playing against each other is an important end to their career. This is a retirement match. We've seen a couple of them before in the past. One I can think of most seriously was Scarecrow, and then we also have seen others again like him. Scarecrow, his retirement match, winning in the IGL all the way back then. We also we've seen some incredible retirement matches over the years, but for us in this one, here we go. Our lineups are known: OG Squad and Enchanted Dynamite. Some fun little team names here. But again, the players look at the ones that are going to be ending off their career. It is Savage and it is Flicked. Seen both these players on this stream a ton. Savage, I think, was most recognizable as Ignition Savage when he was on Team Ignition. Flicked on Vortex Esports. Both these players ending their illustrious careers here. So again, shout out to them. An incredible career for them, long or short. Now they get to end things off and with players that they know that they've teamed up before. For Savage, it's him. Again, his longtime teammate in Brizzle, who again joined him on Team Ignition for such a long time. And Cody, who was his coach during that time as well. Enchanted Dynamite, it's Flicked, Sweden, and I Am Boss, aka Midnight, all of which teammates on Vortex Esports. Again, it's great to see them all back in here for what should be an incredible best of 7. Very long match, but well deserved for the careers that these players have built themselves. Once again, OG Squad on and Dynamite. The only other player I can think of about that we've had a retirement match for like this one would be Rando, when he was on Evolve Sapphire. His final match, really, beating in Rocket League, was a 1v1 on this stream where he actually went to Game 7, which was absolutely exciting. So for both these players, their career ends. They're here to have fun. I think a lot of people out there are happy to, or maybe a bit bittersweet, I guess. Happy to see their careers close in such a very fitting way for both these players. In a way, it's also pretty bittersweet. It's the end of their careers, the end of their journey. You only have one, you only really ever have one life, so it's always sad whenever a chapter of it comes to a close. But for these players, I'm sure that they are not going to have a problem with that. They're here to enjoy those final moments together. Again, it's Savage and it's Flicked, who are both leading their rosters for one last time, for one last run, before they set off into the sunset for their future. We'll see what their futures have entailed. I know for Flicked himself, helps out with an ATS. For Savage, he's definitely been one who's been around for so many years, who's sure gonna love to reflect on these careers. But for us here watching, get to enjoy these moments. So they thank you for the fall, Sweden. So for the last time, good luck to these players and enjoy their final best of 7. OG Squad, Enchanted Dynamite, a best of 7 for Savage and Flicked. It's their last time on the field in a competitive setting. Let's get things going. Again, my OG Squad full of players who were teammates back on Team Ignition, Enchanted Dynamite, out of Vortex Esports. For a lot of these players, it's just about having fun at this point. I mean, that is ultimately what this game is all about. For all the competition, for all the hardships, having fun is what these players were looking for. It's what so many careers at this level are built on. It's about just getting in there, recognizing people, finding action, and enjoying those final moments as Sweden. Look at his team started off here. Enchanted Dynamite are, I believe, do lead based on rank. I think they are a slightly higher ranked team. But obviously with a player like Cody behind them, he's probably the highest ranked player here. Enchanted Dynamite will score first, but this retirement matchup, all these players are going to throw everything they have out there. Savage and Flicked being the ones looking to lead here. As Brizzle not able to get around Sweden. Enchanted Dynamite will look for more offense. It will be pinched away. A minute gone already. Only one goal has been scored, but again, with the relatively relaxed attitude here, we're going to be seeing a lot of really fun chances, a lot of testing and trying things out, just throwing things just for it. So far, Enchanted Dynamite doing well to keep control as Flicked does get past them both. It will be number 2. As he'll catch OG Squad a little bit hesitant. It was Brizzle and Cody who both kind of looked at each other there. I think both were expecting the other to go for it. But a ball will fall through. Enchanted Dynamite will lead 2-0. OG Squad, I think, will try to get offense soon here as Sweden. They're back. Cody will collect onto this one, but and with the difference between Cody and Flick, who are the highest ranked players out of their respective rosters, Cody's a little bit more defensive. He's not going to score nearly as often. Flick will definitely play up a little higher. He will force the issue a lot more often. Just not really Cody's playstyle. And for a player of his caliber, his quality, might need to push out a little bit more than what he's used to here as he'll get some offense. Stopped by Flick, who will jump up early on the 1v1 chance. G-Squad will keep the offense, but Iron Boss will look to clear it out. Now looking midfield. Flicked will call off Sweden. Space for the captain of Enchanted Dynamite as he'll get around Cody. Now a pinch with Savage. This one will head wide as only halfway into game 1. Cody again. Looking for the clear is Savage. Air dribble incoming. Savage over Flicked. Under. It will bounce off the bar and in. And OG Squad will take one back. There's great speed from Savage. It really makes that dribble work. If he takes it slowly, like so many players often want to do in the air, it can leave you quite vulnerable to those challenges, but Flicked wasn't ready to challenge. The ball came at him too fast, and now the net's wide open. Flicked will take it away from safety. Take it into safety. Take it away from danger. As OG Squad now in danger. Sweden's gonna make it 3-1. And Enchanted Dynamite carrying through off the infield pass from Iron Boss. These players on Enchanted Dynamite do have a ton of experience together. Cody Squad, even though Cody was the coach back when they were on Team Ignition, he was not a starter. He did not play with them all that often. It'll be a little tougher to get used to him and his playstyle here as another goal in for Sweden. He'll complete his hat-trick with 2 minutes to go. Enchanted Dynamite are controlling game 1. All that they're really looking to do is just continue that kind of control, continue that kind of pressure. Easy thing to do, but they've definitely proven themselves so far as Cody. Not able to get off the back wall. His shot just wide as Iron Boss jumped in. Now Flicked, leaving it for Sweden. Sweden still. Second touch. Iron Boss will tuck it under the bar. And Enchanted Dynamite. I mean, this is what the team chemistry allows them to do. Just a read from Iron Boss. Sweden had not even made his touch yet, and he trusted him to get there. Enchanted Dynamite reading each other perfectly. And with this game going 5-1, OG Squad will look for an answer. Brizzle unable to bounce it off the ground and in. It was a good first attempt there. Because so often players aren't expecting the bouncing shot. It's something that a lot of players don't practice, a lot of players don't really recognize. And it's actually surprisingly tough to read when the ball is bouncing off the ground like that. It's tough to gauge just how high it's going to bounce, just how heavy that touch is going to be, but Enchanted Dynamite won't have to worry about blocking. In fact, they're going to get another goal. Sweden's going to take 4 for 6. And his shooting is impeccable so far. Enchanted Dynamite. I mean, I mentioned already they were in control of Game 1. They're only getting better. As OG Squad, not able to get many chances themselves. As I am Boss with yet another clear. Grizzle, Cody, coached by I Am Boss. Savage is already up for this one. Brizzle trying to chase him down. OG Squad gonna get themselves back to the offensive half, but without being able to control that midfield, it's gonna be tough for them. There's another chance for I Am Boss. Brizzle will be there first, but OG Squad need to get out. Cody will do just that. Brizzle needed to get a little bit more lift on that touch. Instead, it's OG Squad who will keep this one, but not get a lot of offense. As that shot easily kept out by I Am Boss. And the 6-1 scoreline, OG Squad looking for some consolation goals. Brizzle. Already up is Brizzle, but it will not go in. OG Squad is unable to keep control. These challenges from Enchanted Dynamite coming in fast, coming in hot, and coming in very strong. With time running low, there's one thing in OG Squad are going to look at going into Game 2. It's going to be, how do you adjust those very early challenges from Enchanted Dynamite? They've kept so much of the midfield in their control because of their ability to challenge. So far, we're still getting that same feel. The chances are coming in, and they're coming in very well, as they're still looking for yet another goal here. Cody will clear, and eventually this will hit the ground. Enchanted Dynamite will be off to a good start. As a 6-1 scoreline. Again, in the retirement match for both Flicked and Savage, they're looking to lead their rosters early on. But this is again where you have to make those adjustments. It is a best of 7. It's a relatively long series. In order to make those changes. But for both these teams, we'll see what changes that entitles. Enchanted Dynamite are proving they have that rank advantage as well. So OG Squad, they've got to really think of very ingenious solutions to get around them. Which is no easy feat when Enchanted Dynamite themselves have so much good chemistry between each other. All been teammates for quite a long amount of time, so they'll definitely have that recognition of each other. Also, I think we're teammates more recently as well, so they have less time. Sorry, they have less amount of time that they have to make up between each other here. But even then, OG Squad still bringing everything they have. Savage off the ceiling. Does he have another touch on this? Savage! Oh, he just got blocked by Flicked. Cody will come in. He can slot this one in. And OG Squad will lead early by 1. It was Savage who, before this match, had talked about how good he was feeling. With a play like that, he's definitely looking good too. Sets up Cody for a very great play in front of the net. Cody's got all of it to look at, anywhere to shoot at. And he'll make sure OG Squad lead early on Forbidden Temple. Enchanted Dynamite looking for the answer. Flicked just stops by Brizzle. Savage now. Waiting as Sweden's a bit slow to get to that one. Enchanted Dynamite, can they clear this one out? Flicked gets past Cody. Flicked still on it. 50'd with Savage. Sweden will keep this one going. Off the ceiling. Sweden drop down off the back wall, but no one there. And Enchanted Dynamite will look for yet another chance upfield as I Am Boss. Bunked by Brizzle. Still Enchanted Dynamite staying close to the ball. Double commit there. Sweden. Not a great touch. It's straight to Cody, but again coming up huge with yet another play to keep OG Squad away from scoring. Much more panicked game, it feels, from Enchanted Dynamite. They're not really nearly as cohesive. OG Squad are getting more opportunities because of this. And again, Enchanted Dynamite looking to push up. Iron Boss, though, slower than Savage. That bounce can definitely help him. Not able to score. And OG Squad will slow things down. And, you know, these team names themselves also quite intentional. OG Squad, obviously, it's the first squad Savage ever played on, as he'll be destroyed by Flicked on that challenge. As again, just gave a lot of space there, Savage. It's Flicked and Cody are trying to lead, and their pace definitely allowing a lot of openings to be exploited. But, as I was saying again, OG Squad, obviously original squad, it's the original team. It's a team of original players that Savage first played on, as he'll get scored on again by Flicked. I cannot talk before Flicked scores. Enchanted Dynamite will take the lead, as that's going to just fly in. And again, as I was talking, hopefully I don't get interrupted this time. Again, OG Squad, the original group of original players that Savage originally played on, his first ever competitive team. Enchanted Dynamite, this name a little bit more creative and a little bit tougher to understand, as this looks like it's going to be number 3 here. Iron Boss, Flicked, it will be free. Enchanted Dynamite score yet another one. As again, their name, well, a bit silly sounding, actually comes from Sweden. And the team that he originally played on when he was under Flicked, when he was teaming with Iron Boss. Again, that name also has a lot of meaning behind it. Again, there's a good amount of meaning between these two team names, with a little bit of fun, a little bit of taking each other back, thinking about back near the beginning of their career. I mean, as someone himself who isn't active in Rocket League esports competing right now, I understand what it's like to leave in that sense. As Flicked will get number 4, really showing up here for his team in his final ever competitive match. Flicked is throwing everything out here. 4 goals this game on 4 shots. Flicked is definitely making sure that his final match is one that he'll remember. As again, it's gotta be a relatively emotional moment for a player like him. I mean, again, I can remember my last ever match I ever played, ever competed in. It was a match in the Skyward Series, which now is the Royalty Series. Again, it's actually not even a match in the Royalty Series. It was again, I think one of my last ever matches was when I was on Hux Team Evo as well. Even before that, I remember that match against New Age Mavericks. That was a match I won. I remember my last times on when I was playing on New Age, a little bit after the New Age Panthers. Back when I was on that team, it was again quite a moment. The early part of that season, it was just watch. I never really started on that team, but man, it was a good feeling to be able to just play there and play on those teams. I was never really all that active on them, but I can remember for these players as well, you kind of get the same feeling where you start to become less and less active as this is open for Briz. We'll take this one for OG Squad, as again, I remember in my last couple matches when I was not so active, when I didn't get to start as much, you kind of get that feeling, that pit in your stomach, knowing my time competing may be nearing its end. Such an emotional moment when you do realize that, when you know that your final match is not that far away. These careers are so short, so quick-lived, they're so quiet as well so often. It's always marked by those positive moments. I mean, both these players again have been at the top of the competition. As Savage will get one back. He's been, again, on Team Ignition, on various teams afterwards. So often he's been such a leader. And he'll lead here, trying to make that comeback happen in Game 2. It has been a high-scoring matchup so far, but Enchanted Dynamite looking to keep themselves as that better team right now. Eden, who's had a bit of a quieter matchup than he did last game in Game 1. He's actually going to make a mistake there. The net's wide open. Iron Boss will cover the back post. And OG Squad will be forced to go to the net. Cody gets past Sweden. Flicked is already up, but it will be cleared away by Savage. Iron Boss. Cody. That's actually a really awkward first touch. Sweden will get there. And Enchanted Dynamite just looking to play calm as a fake from Iron Boss. Space all to himself. 10 seconds and counting. And as Enchanted Dynamite will clear this ball away, Cody will look to try to keep this up for as long as he can. But Flicked will clear it back. OG Squad, maybe one more chance this game, but they will not get to it. And Enchanted Dynamite now lead the series 2-0. Another performance where they look quite strong. This time, though, not nearly as dominant as that last one. Like now being that leader instead of Sweden. 4 goals from him in his first 4 shots. While OG Squad are definitely willing to answer back, they're definitely doing better at it. Enchanted Dynamite are the ones in control right now as we're going to head straight into game number 3. Again, the final match for Flicked and for Savage, the 2 team captains. Again, it's got to be an illustrious moment for them. As the OG Squad not able to get there, it's going to be an early chance for Iron Boss. And 6 seconds in the game 3. He will make sure that one finds the net. And Enchanted Dynamite leading by 1 early in this one. Match point available for them to take. It's all about, again, about that consistency, about being able to do what they did in game 1 and then in game 2. Be able to not only do it again, but elevate as well. And that's a great shot. Back post, saved by Brizzle. Much effort there. I don't think I initially noticed that Savage actually didn't have that touch. It was one that Savage looked relatively comfortable in. He was a little overcommitted, but not in the wrong position. Great eye from Brizzle to recognize that that play was coming to him and that he had to make the block on it. As oh, that's a mistake. It's open for Cody. One-on-one with Flicked. He will get blocked there. Would have loved to see Cody just pacing up a little bit more. Took a little too much time. I think was expecting a lot faster recovery from Flicked. And Enchanted Dynamite surviving on defense. Now on offense. Savage will whiff. Sweden in front. The shot not on. And it will be a clear away attempt as Enchanted Dynamite still trying to play close. Sweden. Savage will win on the challenge. Flicked will be a little bit faster in response. And Enchanted Dynamite just looking to really play aggressive. They're really pushing for these chances in front of the net. Leaving themselves a bit vulnerable in that midfield. OG Squad should start to resort to those counterattacks more often. Definitely being given the space for it. But it's pretty tough to do so even then. Enchanted Dynamite still aren't leaving their net open, as that's a great touch from Sweden. They'll be blocked by Cody. OG Squad, I think, trying to pick up the pace here on defense, but not easy to do. And Enchanted Dynamite continue to win these challenges. Iron Boss now. That one chipped over Cody. Flicked right on top of him. Saved, but Iron Boss rushing in. Flicked as well. That one will be tucked in. And for Cody, having raced back, could only get so much on that touch. For Flicked would turn in the follow-up. Enchanted Dynamite. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Once again, preventing OG Squad from getting goals, from getting chances easily. OG Squad have not been shut out in any game so far tonight. This is where they can really try to take things away if Enchanted Dynamite, especially at this point in the series when they're in so much control, as that save from Savage will only lead to another goal for Flicked. Can't blame Savage for going for that. There's so often a player will jump in there, but his touch bounced off the back post. A bit unfortunate for the OG Squad, but for Enchanted Dynamite, it is right in front for Flicked. Once again, he will score on any chance he can take. As the scoreline now 3-0, Flicked will get yet another chance. Sets up Iron Boss. Now Sweden, can he put this one in? It will be saved to Savage. He'll jump back. His OG squad is trying to stay on top of things here. Iron Boss demoed away. Space here for Cody, but Sweden will be up first. Cody didn't have any boost, and now Sweden looking to go down and past all three. In front for Flicked! And he will! Flicked with another hat trick! And Enchanted Dynamite! Relying on Sweden, who has woken up with that infield assist. And the scoreline now, 4-0. Gem Dynamite may make it 5 very soon. Sweden, back wall, second touch, unable to beat Savage on the front post. As Enchanted Dynamite, oh, they gotta race back, they won't get there in time. Cody will take this one. Saw there, Flicked, who was the first to respond, just tried to control things, but Cody never gave him time. He was right in front of the net. Knew he could just jump right at it. As hello, Devin P in chat. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing very well. We've got a great best show match here. This is actually a retirement show match for Flicked on Enchanted Dynamite and Savage of OG Squad. Both these teams full of players that recognize that have been playing alongside of these two retired players. Enchanted Dynamite, though, definitely in the better position right now, looking a little bit more cohesive. About these players again for just having fun, enjoying their final competitive match. As Cody will take a second goal. It's OG Squad who once again are proving they are not out of this one. Well, the nice info is just like that from Brizzle to Cody. Yeah, I think we should definitely be paying attention. Another giveaway from Enchanted Dynamite, but this time it will not be capitalized on by OG Squad. Sweden. Oh, you actually got a piece of that, but Flicked will be the one to really send it to the back wall. A little bit too powerful, though, and Enchanted Dynamite will take their time to challenge Iron Boss. Cody waiting as he will not get that challenge. Flicked will take yet another one. As a little bounce off the back wall just kind of kisses that ball as well. It is a perfect bounce out for Flicked, and he has been so elite this game, and just scoring in the chances he gets. As Devin P asking, saying, can't wait for the first Skyward streams. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get matches, not for Skyward, by the way, it's called Royalty Series. But yeah, we're gonna get some matches for the Royalty Series during this week, I have a feeling, as Flicked will get yet another one. 6-2. And Enchanted Dynamite just in full control right now. You forgot they merged? Don't worry about it. It's okay, Devin. Yeah, they're called the Royalty Series now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't worry. We'll be getting some matches from the Royalty Series this week. I am certain of that. As OG Squad able to get upfield. Flicked. Whiffed on it. Sweden. Bunks by Brizzle. Iron Boss, who will carry us on the back wall. That one blocked. Savage was looking for number 3. But Enchanted Dynamite in control and ready to take match point. And the Flicked's final match ever. He will be leading 3-0 in this best of 7. Savage, he is now down 0-3. Can he make the comeback? What does his team tell him? See if they can find another way to get those goals. Because Enchanted Dynamite now are still in control. Ever since the start of Game 1, they have been in control. Only one win away from winning the final show match. Enchanted Dynamite, OG Squad. Flicked with 10 shots that game. His whole team had 22. They have, again, that team chemistry that they have built up is really showing itself here. The reason these players are playing so well, they all know each other so well. Enchanted Dynamite, OG Squad, again, those players have not been on the same team for a very long time. But we'll get into our Game 4 here. Series is still ongoing. As OG Squad just want to find that glimmer of hope that they know is still there for them. Enchanted Dynamite have been the ones in control of this match so far, and they'll look to keep it that way as Brizzle's whiffed. It's open for Flicked. Brizzle will want that play back. It was a bouncing touch that he knows he can get to. Simply Buddy just missed it. He bounced off the crossbar, and Flicked once again just waiting in front of the net. As Cody looking for an answer, he's got it off the kickoff, and the OG Squad not done yet. A great answer, a great time to answer for Cody. That's exactly what this team needed. And with how one-sided this game has felt at times, Enchanted Dynamite might be feeling a little bit more of the pressure now. OG Squad keeping things close. That first goal from them really feels like a message. And they are not going to back down from Enchanted Dynamite here. And back down is definitely something they're not doing there. As a great challenge there in front. Brizzle unable to score off of it though, but able to get his team up on offense. Still, Cody able to get a little piece of that, but Vex will keep him away from scoring. Now Savage blocked by I Am Boss. Oh, team bumps there. Brizzle, the back wall. I Am Boss. Clutch player, Sweden. Savage looking to go bite behind Cody. I Am Boss has him beat. That one's gonna bounce off the bar harmlessly. And Enchanted Dynamite gonna rotate back in. Sweden demoed for his efforts, but he will beat Savage. Cody now. I Am Boss will not compete with him. And Enchanted Dynamite still on offense as OG Squad really pushed back here. Boost is not an issue for them, but their positioning and their speed definitely is. They just can't get a run up to these clears. It's Flicked has an open net, and he'll take it. OG Squad got so desperate to get the ball out. They sent so many players so high up. Flicked will take advantage, and Enchanted Dynamite in the lead once again. It's a fake kickoff from Flicked. Oh, actually isn't going to work so well. OG Squad on top of this one as Savage pinched away. Enchanted Dynamite slowly pushing down. They're not willing to play up here all that high. But Flicked will. Sweden looking for an infield assist. Brizzle will be waiting for it. Enchanted Dynamite still on top of this, however. Flicked, I think he wants Sweden to challenge this one. Miscommunication here from Enchanted Dynamite, but still not too costly as Flicked again looking on offense. Savage will be there to block. Sweden. OG Squad and they'll look in the midfield. Sweden will be there in the end of it. As again, that final match for Flicked and for Savage. Flicked having an incredible performance so far. Savage who trying to will his team back. In fact, it was Savage who originally was the one who even had the idea. I remember reaching out to him, asking about his retirement, about having maybe one more match on this stream. That's where everything is. So that's where everything is led up to now. Savage was looking for that game win, that little extra to push his team ahead. As Cody redirect, double tap, not able to get there in time. OG Squad was looking. Enchanted Dynamite will hold them back, only 2-1. Being the scoreline much low scoring than what we're used to so far. But Flicked will maybe help out a little bit. It's going to bounce off the bar and in off of Cody's car. And Enchanted Dynamite now with a little bit of insurance late in Game 4. Looking to take the series in a sweep. OG Squad. And they rebound. Even with so little time remaining. Savage Sweden will actually cut off Flicked on that one. Calls for it himself, and for good reason. Gets past 2 defenders. Now the last one back is Savage. Sweden still on it. Oh, it's my goodness. Sweden dancing his way past the OG squad. What a beautiful goal here in Game 4. Sweden, who has been a standout player as well, just like Flicked. That is a great goal. Making his captain proud. As boss. I think he wants one himself. We'll have to leave it for Sweden, however. Off the back wall. Savage will clear. Flicked will keep it in. Sweden will not be able to challenge this. Cody. A lot of open room. He'll look for Brizzle. It's a great pass, but Brizzle not up fast enough. Savage has no boost. I am boss. Will make it 5-1. And late in this game, Enchanted Dynamite will pile on a few more goals. Make sure they can secure this win. And, well, they're definitely doing that. Five goals to 1. Enchanted Dynamite here in Game 4. Once again in their usual control. But they won't get that one. Brizzle will have one. And even with only 47 seconds to go, it's only a 3-goal difference. This is very, very doable. OG squad, can they score about a goal every 15 seconds at this point? It's definitely on them to do it here, and I'm gonna start with Savage, out to the side wall here. Space to work with, a lot of early challenges coming in. Nobody from OG squad willing to push up aggressively with him. Flicked will chase down Brizzle, Sweden, second, 3! Oh, why not put a little extra on it? And well, it wasn't all that difficult of a touch. Not something that you'll be seeing on the highlight reels. Sweden will still make it, will still put it in, and make sure that he shuts down the OG squad potential comeback. As Enchanted Dynamite will make sure this match, has its ending. 4 games for Flicked. 4 games for Savage. It's been an incredible career for both of them. This is where it ends. Enchanted Dynamite will sweep OG Squad. Both those players heading off into the sunset. It's been an incredible career. And now it will see its end. For Flicked and for Savage, all I can say is thank you very much. Been an incredible career for both of them. Final ever matchup. Competitive Rocket League esports. And it's 4 games straight, but again, they just played to their way. Both those players just enjoying those final moments. No, it was a relatively quick series. Enjoyable nonetheless. As welcome in, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Savage, as
Oh,
well.
hi.
It's been an incredible career for you, Savage. I'm sure you're feeling pretty good about yourself. I mean, to have it end this way, sure you would have wanted a bit of a longer series, but I mean, you've had such a great career. What's it like, kind of now looking back at it? Because it's got to feel very weird. Because for so many players in their careers, they never know when it's going to end. They never know how it's going to end. For you now, it is over. Looking back at your career, how are you feeling now?
I just, felt like shock, just throughout with Ignition, how I came, as a rookie for them, left their team, joined a different team, and left that one, joined back with the Ignition. Haven't done much of, with competing on their side, so I joined with Vortex, which is Flick's org. Happened with them, then, just kind of just been, time to to leave it. Hang up the controller. You just say, "I'm done."
Yeah,
But
it is.
yeah, it has been. Yeah,
It's
it
been
has
great
been
as well. And
incredible.
I know joining us
Yeah,
here as well, also from Vortex Esports, the other person retiring tonight, Flicked. It's your career, man. I don't know how long it's been. I don't think it's been nearly as long as Savage's, but still, spending so much time on Vortex Esports, leading the org, leading so many different teams. Now looking back, being able to compete for the last time, your career it ended relatively abruptly. I think a lot more abrupt than Savage, but even then, still incredible. Looking back yourself on your career, on your run with Vortex Esports most recently, how do you feel? It's got to feel pretty bittersweet for you.
Yeah, my career for Rocket League at least it was a lot shorter than Savage's. I just started playing competitive Rocket League right, earlier this year actually, and the squad that we ran today, myself, Sweden, and Boss, that was actually my original threes competitive team as well. We started under the org name Enchanted, and our team name was Dynamite, and it kind of fell apart, and we stayed together as a team and kind of formed, and then that actually is kind of what helped form Vortex in March. Uh, but it did end rather abruptly. Wish probably would have lasted a little longer, but due to some unfortunate events, I decided to call it quits.
And again, for both of you, again, it's been so long. It's been so exciting. It's been careers that have been marked with ups and downs. I think that what's best to do here is to kind of reflect on those moments. So, Flicked,
yeah.
reflecting back in your career, talk to me about some of the most important moments of your career.
For Rocket League, I'd probably say winning the VGLCS All Star uh, up for the C3 GC1 league. I wasn't even supposed to play in that, and I actually got roped into sub last minute, and we ended up winning that. And uh, should have made it to the finals in VGLCS, but that's a story for a different day. Uh, feel pretty confident that we would have won that, and yeah, I'd say that's probably it for competitive Rocket League.
It's definitely something that can take a toll on so many people. It is exhausting to play competitively. I would know, having been one myself. Savage, for you again, your career has been in many different leagues. It's been on a couple of different teams. Are there any moments that you like to talk about now that your career is kind of wrapped up?
Uh, like one of my favorite moments.
Whatever you think is important to talk about. Favorites, not favorites, whatever you want to talk about is free range.
Just honestly, just understanding like how the game works like in threes, like just doing replay reviews with Cody as our coach when I was in Hornets and uh, Ignition as well. Just kind of understanding like what we could focus on and how we could adapt to like other people. Just kind of been doing that lately, just looking back at old replays and seeing how all of us had changed a lot throughout these 3 years now. So
I think that's what's so scary about these careers as well. They never last that long. You talk
no,
about
they
flicks.
don't.
It lasted about a year for you. It's lasted about 3 years. These careers don't last long in amateur Rocket League. I've been around for so long to see people's careers grow and others' careers end. My career has come and gone as well. It's been one of those things where these careers they end so quickly, and it always feels like they end too
Yeah,
soon. They end always a beat too soon. It's like you want to do another season, you want to do another team, but ultimately obviously you guys obviously know that time has to come at some point. If you guys, it's
Yeah.
come at this time, so if you guys, again, congratulations on your incredible careers, on again on your happy retirements. Obviously, though, for you guys, I know you'll still be active around in this scene, so I'm sure people are gonna love to still talk with you guys, even if you don't competing at the same level. But of course,
Yeah.
before you guys leave, before you guys go and enjoy your retirement and you end off your careers, is there any last things you want to say? Any shoutouts? I know it's a long. You guys have had a long. There's a lot of people. I'm sure you guys have one. It's a long list. Is there any shoutouts that you guys have? We'll start with Flicked.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to everyone who was a part of Vortex, the teams, the community. That meant a lot to me. I put a lot of hard work and a lot of time and effort into making that. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone that was a part of that and helped me along that journey.
Of course, and now we'll move to Savage. Is there anybody that you're thinking of? Any shoutouts that you have? Anybody that's on your mind?
So I just want to shout out to Ziggy and Ignition, also with Flick as well, for letting me join Vortex. And I would say Cody as well for being amazing coach to all of us uh, during the competing years, and hope to play with him someday again.
Said as well. Again, it's been incredible careers. Thank you so much for joining Flicked and Savage. You have had such a great career. Now with that we see its end, I'm sure you guys. It's so bittersweet this moment because I've seen you both of you so often. But enjoy your retirements. Enjoy whatever it is that you guys pursue in the future. Hopefully, we'll get to see more of you guys in chat. Maybe we'll get another show match in the future. But for now, though, enjoy. Take care, and again, have a happy retirement.
Thank you, Sporty. Thank you.
Thank you, Shorty.
And that was Flicked and Savage. Talk about the end of their career. What an end it must have been for both of them. We've seen so much of them. It just never feels easy to send people away. What a great career for both of them. What a great moment it is to get to see both of them. Maybe we'll see more of them in the future. Hopefully we'll get to see more of them in the future. But again, I wish them, from the bottom of my heart, the best of luck in the future. And for all of you, thank you so much for joining this stream, for celebrating the careers of Savage and Flicked one last time. It really does mean a lot to me. It means a lot, I'm sure, to them. I'm sure it means a lot to you as well to watch these players compete. As again, I don't know what to say, but thank you all so much. It really does mean a lot. And again, thank you to Savage and Afflict for setting this up, and for getting involved, for helping out. It really is, from the bottom of my heart, a pleasure to be there for them for their entire career. And for all of you, it's my pleasure to have streamed for all of you in chat as well. Thank you so much.